Bruno, you're certainly familiar with this opponent. I know you guys have seen them a ton. When you have been on the winning side of this matchup, what have been some of those keys to success?
I mean, we've had some great games against them. I think it just really, the keys that are always success, how we, approach and how fast we play and how we dictate the pace. I think if we let them dictate, we get in a little bit of trouble here. So I think that's important for us here to start and make them play to our pace. And we've had some great matchups. They're obviously the best team in the NHL, and we got to be ready to go.
When you're winning, you're rolling that wave, right, of emotion, and sometimes when you're losing, the same thing kind of happens. Do you worry about this team losing its confidence or anything of the sort?
No. I think it's an ebb and flow of a year, and we didn't win in a few games, but we did some good things. We had some problems, like we talked about after every game in these little stretches. So I think we have to be very mindful of those things, and we're stressing them and we're talking about them. But I think when teams have success for a stretch of time, you figure it's a little bit easier, and it is hard. It's a hard league, and we just have to, games that we're not feeling quite to our level, we just got to manage the game a little better.
James Finella, FloridaPanthers.com.
Hey Bruno, Alexander Barkov, another vintage game for him. The last time out, 5 takeaways, another goal. Have you noticed him maybe taking even another step forward already this season? It seems like the goal scoring's up and the defense is still just as good as ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for him to take, a lot of steps. I think his leadership has grown over the last 2 years, and it continues to grow. Kind of a heartbeat of the group, and and his game is, in my opinion, has always been, even I wasn't coaching, watching him from upstairs. It was always such a high level. So I think he's just continued to do that, and I think other parts of his game have grown.
And I gotta ask, this is going to be the 20th, or should I say 19th time you guys have played the Lightning in 2020. Does it feel that way now that you're here, now that you're seeing like it, or is that just underneath everything?
Yeah, it feels that way. I mean, we played them a lot. I think that the hotel we're at is very, very, very familiar, and but I think for our group, it was really important. It was a great, for us to play them that many times. I think when you want to be the best, you have to play the best. You have to compete against the best, and we want to be the best, and these are big tests.
Bruno, how do you see yourself as far as line matchups and things like that, feel for the game, being in the position you're in now? And have you considered yourself a line matchup guy, or to what degree?
Well, I mean, I think I'm more of a feel guy. Obviously, line matchups, I have some strong feelings who I think. It's hard to get them sometimes in the road, especially being a rookie coach. You can't, there's some great coaches in this league that have been doing it for a long time. So I'm aware, and I have a game plan, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Go to Alan Kupar, NHL.com.
Hi, Andrew. So where Joe Thornton was on the ice this morning, I'm wondering how close is he to getting back into the lineup?
I think he's getting close. He's just testing him. The last thing we want with Jumbo is to come back too early, and then we get back in this little bit of a boat we've been in where he plays for a few games and he gets sore. So we just want to make sure he's 110, 120% ready. It's only fair for him. And it's been hard to, the stretch of games when you're playing these 5 and 8 kind of deals, and there's no practice time. So we'll get him in practice next week and hopefully be ready to go.